My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection 74 Finn Balor. And so here we have Finn Balor posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Finn Balor does come with 2 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of wide grip hands for Finn Balor. And then we also do get a pair of splayed out hands for Finn Balor. We of course do get his entrance jacket, which I do like the fact that this is a soft goods jacket and it does have the Balor Club logo on the back. Other than that, we really don't get much with Finn Balor. I was hoping for some fist, smaller grip hands, but unfortunately we don't have any. But if you've been collecting figures long enough, we have an arsenal of hands, so that's no big deal. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at Finn Balor. Now, I really do like the face sculpt that they went with on this Finn Balor. I do believe that this is the second time we've seen this head sculpt on an Elite figure. I know the 2-pack Elite AJ Styles and Finn Balor did have this head sculpt as well. But I believe this is the first time we're seeing it on a standard release figure. And I really do like it. I think Mattel is getting better and better with their real effects technology. This looks so much like Finn Balor. More so than his previous figures, which that's all you really want to see. You want to see improvements in the face printing technology. I really do like the fact that the printing is clean, that his eyes aren't drooping somewhere, his eyebrows are where they're supposed to be. I think the only problem I have is that his hair right here is a little bit light, just because of how his hair is styled. They did end up putting too little paint right here. I think it should be darker at the top, but they did a really good job making that fade, actually fade into his head. So really good job by Mattel right there. So it shows that Mattel is always improving these figures, which I do like that. There are some improvements we can continue to make, but we'll see as the line progresses. As far as his torso goes, they are using the really muscular Finn Balor quote-unquote body that they've been using, which I think is perfect for Finn. Finn is a really in-shape guy. I just feel like the arms that they use for him aren't good enough. I feel like he should have more defined arms. Like, he's really defined right here in his torso. Why can't we get his arms as defined as his body? That's just something that I do notice about these figures, is that Finn Balor never has the proper arms. You can see he does have wrist tape right here, and on both arms it is white. And right now I do have them with the open grip hands. Now, one problem I have with these open grip hands is that they really don't clench onto anything. They're not really a kung fu grips, and they're pretty wide, so you really can't stick accessories in there without, pinching them shut, and even then they don't stay that way. So I don't know why they keep throwing these hands with Finn Balor. But anyway, moving on to his attire here. You can see he is wearing the red trunks with the black and gold stripes. And then right here we do have the Finn Balor emblem. Nothing on the back. It's a pretty basic ring gear for Finn Balor. Even though the triangles are there, I still think it's pretty basic. Having a look at his knee pads. They are red with that gold line. This one, you can see it is a little bit skewed. It goes from down here, sudden stop, and then it continues upward. This one, it's a little more clean, how it just smoothly goes to the top of the knee pad. On the back, it is painted black, which I do like that. And then we have the black and gold right here, just continuing that motif that he has on his ring gear. And then we do get his kick pads, and his kick pads are done purely in white, and that's really strange. I really don't like seeing all white kick pads. I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't like seeing it. It's not a knock against the figure. It's just something that I don't like. I don't like pure white kick pads. I barely like plain kick pads as it is, and I guess you can say it kind of has a design right here in the back, but I would like to see designs up in the front, because that's where the kick pad is. You want people to see that. But anyway, I digress. That's just a personal gripe. It's nothing against the figure, because this is actually what he wore when he faced Brock Lesnar. So overall, really do like the way this figure came out. It's a good representation of Finn Balor back in 2019. So other than that, not much more to say about his details, so let's actually move on to comparisons. Here we have Finn Balor posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And so here we have the Elite 74 Finn Balor posed next to the Top Picks Finn Balor. And with comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to Finn Balor's articulation. Now, he does have the standard Elite articulation, which if you're not familiar with that, let's run through it really fast. He does have a ball joint in the head, but for some reason his head doesn't want to lean back as far as it could. I think his head is sitting a little bit low. Maybe, but the neck does seem to be properly sized, so I think it's just because they sculpted a lot of his head back here, so that's preventing it from looking up. Because his chin is right there, it does prevent him from looking down. And we get some pretty decent head pivot, so I do like that. His head, of course, does turn left and right, no problem. Arms go out to the side to about there. Go all the way around, no problem. He swivels at the bicep. Single bend at the elbow, giving us 90 degrees, so I do like that. He does have a swivel and hinge at the wrist. The hinges are a little bit stiff, but working them out, they do loosen up, so I do like that. He has an ab crunch which goes back to about that far, goes forward to about that far, does have a waist swivel. Getting ahead of myself, I forgot the waist swivel, but yes, he does swivel at the waist. Legs do kick out all the way to the front, go back, out to the side, only to about there, unfortunately. He does swivel at the thigh, double bend at the knee, although his knee pad will hinder some of that articulation. He swivels at the boot, has a hinge in the ankle, going back, and it's a really stiff joint, and it does go forward, but it's stiff for some reason. And then we do get rocker ankle. So overall, really do like the articulation on Finn Balor. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Elite 74 Finn Balor posed for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like the way this figure came out. And I'm not just saying that because my favorite color is red. I do think that this Finn Balor is steps in the right direction for how this line should be going. The face printing technology is getting much better on these figures, and that's something you really want to see with the Real Effects technology, is that face printing gets better and better with each wave. Now, one criticism I do have to say about this figure is the lack of accessories. Yes, we do get a soft goods jacket, which is something I have been asking for Finn Balor for a really long time, but he does come with 2 pairs of hands. I would have liked to see at least a 3rd set of hands, maybe an alternate head with this figure. Maybe it's that we're getting spoiled with all these figures that do have more accessories, but I do feel like this is the time that Mattel needs to start stepping up their game, especially with other toy lines doing more for less. And that's something that I do feel Mattel needs to step up their game, is giving us more for each figure, because there's other companies doing the exact same thing for less, and they're sometimes including more. Other than that, I still think this is a really nice figure to own. If you're a fan of Finn Balor, this is one figure you want to get. And I think the soft goods jacket looks good, and you can actually put it on older Finn Balors, which is something really nice. Now, if you are looking for this particular Finn Balor, I did find this one at Walmart, and the box was a little bit mangled, and I was able to get it on clearance for, I think it was $10. I don't quite remember. It's been about 2 months since I purchased this figure. That's a pretty good price for Finn Balor, and I do know that this figure isn't that hard to come by online. He goes for about $14, so if you're a fan of Finn Balor, definitely pick up this figure. You're going to enjoy it. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.